Good evening, my dear NEET warriors. This announcement is very important because this could be one of the crucial, game-changing, I would say, turning points for all the NEET 2025 aspirants and even for NEET 2024 aspirants. So maybe you're senior or if you're taking a drop. So listen to me very carefully. This entire video is for all 2025 aspirants and even some of the 2024 aspirants. You will see why. So stick with me and make sure you like this particular video and subscribe to the Vedantu NEET English channel so that you do not miss any of the critical updates, and YouTube also understands you are interested in NEET preparation. Let's start from the beginning. The first critical update. Yes, I will tell everything. Don't worry, and happy Diwali to you too. This is for those students who are participating in the counseling round, especially if you are a dropper and you might be thinking, okay, if I get a medical seat and I don't have to prepare for NEET 2025. Some of you might be thinking, I will at least get some private seat. I will not prepare for NEET 2025. But some of you do not know, what if by chance you get some seat and you do not want to go to that college? You don't want to go to that city. This is why this is very important. The eligibility condition has been revised. Look at this. The eligibility of the candidates for Stray Vacancy Round, which is conducted by MCC, which is your medical body, and State Counselling may be noted as under. Those candidates who are not holding in any seat in All India or the State Quota are eligible to participate in the Stray Vacancy Round. Candidates who did not join their seats are not eligible to participate in the Stray Round. Candidates who joined the State Quota are not eligible. Okay, fine. The security deposit, etc. And then you will see that basically those students who will get any seat, those students who will get any seat through the Stray Round, be advised that you will not be allowed to write NEET 2025. So be careful, be very particular. So if you participate in any of these Stray Rounds, that's it, you will not be allowed in NEET 2025. Yes, 2026 you will be allowed, but not for NEET 2025. So be very careful when you are taking or filling up the Stray Round. Okay. So Stray Round is only allowed for those students who took part in any of those previous rounds. First update. Second update is regarding the panel which was supposed to give recommendations. There was a committee, there was a panel which was formed, and this was led by our ISRO head Dr. K. Radhakrishnan with lot of top-notch faculties and top people in the academy. So they took many months to study, to get responses, to get the feedback from students, parents. They saw all the papers, they talked to many people, and then they have formed certain recommendations. So listen to it one by one. Now, don't get scared. Few things are scary, but not all the things. So don't worry, not everything will affect you in 2025, but for 2026, there could be a lot of changes. Starting off with, the committee was tasked to suggest some reforms to strengthen the data security, etc. And the committee has not limited its recommendations to NEET, but also has proposed some changes in some other examinations. They did not just suggest for NEET, but other examinations. Broadly, it is understood the panel has advocated for more government control over the exam. This would increase the number of its own centers instead of outsourcing it and employing more permanent staff of the NTA, which relies heavy on contract. See, this is very important. This year, paper leak happened. See, imagine the government gives the authority to conduct the exam to some private player. Maybe there is some institute, some random place where they have some 100, 200 computers, or maybe they have some staff, and they are like, okay, listen, we will conduct the exam, we'll send one police person, we'll send one invigilator, but you have to conduct the exam. Now this happens many places. they feel that, you know, this was probably one of the reasons why the paper leak happened, because these are private people. So they will probably get some money from somewhere, they might leak the paper, they might exchange something, they might give some undue advantage to some student by giving them more time or less time. So all these things can happen. But imagine these people are not on contract. Contract means they just are getting paid for that one day. But imagine that person is a permanent employee of government. Then he will be fearing, I might lose my job if I do something wrong. Number two, if it's a permanent center of the government, then you know right from the beginning, all the people involved are inside the government only. You cannot blame others. Everything that happens, the responsibility lies then with the NTA, not with those private people. They might play blame game. So they want proper control of one single authority. It should be not like, I am telling you, you tell them. Acha, but he did not listen. You told me that. This is what happened. If you remember, there was one place where instead of taking the papers from SBI, they took it from Canara Bank or vice versa. So all this blame game will not happen. That is a good recommendation, I feel. Second thing, let's see. Examination conducted are in the government-run school colleges where there are some insufficient things. The agency enlists some All India AICTE recognized institutes. So they are telling, see, if you do not have enough schools and colleges, no problem. There are AICTE institutes and colleges. There you can conduct the examination. Okay. Next, the panel has advocated for conducting the entrance test online. Big news, guys, breaking news. Conducting online as much as possible. It suggests hybrid mode. So key points, let's go through it. Don't worry, NEET 2025 won't be online. If it happens, it will be 2026. This is what they are recommending. But some of the things can happen in 25. Which are those points? I will tell you. All exams online where feasible, question papers sent digitally, answers on the OMR sheet. What is this? Hold on. Fewer subjects in CUET, we do not care about that right now. More full-time NTA staff, which I told you, permanent government employees, not contract. Less outsourcing to private centers. In the hybrid mode, the paper will be transmitted digitally, but candidates will mark the answers in their OMR sheet. This will reduce the number of hands the paper passes. And also, because of the paper leak which occurred after reaching the examination center, blah, 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 and they were solving the paper before. So transmitting it digitally enables the exam conducting agency to release the questions much closer to the start of the exam, enhancing security, eliminating the need of the paper to go to a printing press, etc. and storing it. See what happens when the paper is made, it is stored somewhere. Then from there it goes to the printing press, and printing press means so many presses. From the printing press, it has to go to the bank. From the bank, it has to go to the center. From the center, it has to reach the students. So many places it has to change. And there are 100 chances of the paper getting leaked in the process because these are hard copies. So many. Imagine there are 20 plus lakhs of hard copy papers. If you see a bunch of papers in your school teacher's hand only, for 50 students, it is this much. For 50 students. Imagine for 20 lakh students. It will not even fill the room. It will not even fill the building. It is so big. So handling so many things. Plus, you have to keep multiple sets. If set A gets leaked, you have to have a replacement of set B. It is very difficult. So they suggest instead the paper should be sent digitally. Meaning it is like a hybrid model. So this is a recommendation. This is not final. Don't take me wrong. So the paper is seen on the computer screen. Now what happens is, because of this, just few hours before the exam starts, like it happens in JEE and so many other exams, the paper comes in front of you. The paper comes in front of you in the digital form. You can go to the next back, whatever. Instead of having a hard copy, which means chances of paper leak and getting the paper beforehand, all those things get eliminated because digitally securing something is very easy. Second thing, marking the answers, they are recommending not on the computer screen, but on the OMR. OMR is there in front of you. You are looking at the question, marking. Question number 2, mark. Question number 3, marking it, and that response sheet is going, and then you will analyze the result. This is what the recommendation is, not completely online, but partially online. But again, there is a problem in this. How do you give so many people, so many computers at the same time? So that is the problem which they have to think about. Also, this was for CUET. Okay, coming to another article over here. Yes, reduce the number of intermediaries and what? Same question papers would be transmitted digitally. Response this will be marked on the paper, ensuring the integrity of the exam. Correct. Now the problem is with nearly 20 lakh students appearing for NEET annually, the committee suggested restructuring could help streamline the evaluation process. The committee recommends introducing a, this is sad, introducing a cap on the number of NEET attempts, replacing the current system, allowing unlimited retakes to reduce the pressure on the examination framework. Meaning, what they are saying is, right now 20 lakh plus students are giving the exam. They analyze the number of students and who they are. Many of them were droppers. They are telling that we should limit the number of attempts like they do in JEE. Like in JEE, your student can give it first time, second time, maximum third time. Only 2 drops are allowed apart from the fresher round. They are saying a similar thing should happen, but don't worry, for 2025 that will not happen, because if it had to happen, the notice would have come by now. So for 2025, not for 100%, it will not happen. But for 2026, it may happen, which means you have to clear NEET this year, or else you might not be allowed if you have taken more than 2 to 3 drops in 2026. That is the problem. So they are recommending that. Number 2, they also want multiple attempts. They also want multiple attempts, meaning instead of conducting the exam once, they want the exam to be conducted twice also. I'll show you where they have written. Yes, where is it? Oh, by the way, why did they recommend that there should be number of students, number of attempts should be limited? Because then they don't have to make so many question papers. Because if imagine only 2 attempts are allowed, then instead of 24 lakh students, maybe it is 15 or 14 lakh. So then the number of papers also reduce and managing it will be much easier. That's why they are recommending that. Okay. To expand the number of government centers, dependency should be less. Okay. And here also, this was for CUET. And also they have recommended somewhere. 2-stage format, meaning every year NEET exam is conducted usually on the first Sunday of May. They are saying instead of that, conducted 2 times, like how JEE happens in January and then in April. So imagine in a year you can give both the attempts. So it's like saying every student in a year can get 2 attempts. Next year if you take a drop, again 2 attempts, again you take a drop, again 2 attempts. So in a way it's like 6 attempts you get if you take 3 drops. That is what the recommendation is. And what happens when you give 2 attempts in one single year? The number of students get bifurcated, managing them will be easier. And when the dropper students are limited till 2 years, their recommendation is, this is not my recommendation, don't get angry on me, okay? So their recommendation is number of students will automatically be less. That is what the recommendation is. Will there be age limit? No. Remember this. This is very important. I don't know how many of you have seen the JEE brochure. In JEE brochure, there is no age limit. There is limit on the number of attempts. That is what the crucial thing is. Age limit is not there. There is limit on the attempts. So let's write down all the key points. Number one, if you are a 2024 student participating in the Stray round and you get admission, then you are not allowed in NEET 2025. You are not allowed in NEET 2025. Okay, be careful. Second important thing, these are things which can happen now for 2025 also. Number 1, there might be hybrid mode. There might be hybrid mode where the question paper is digital and the answer paper is on the OMR sheet. This is the second thing which they have proposed. The third thing which they have proposed is more involvement of NTA or basically government or basically AICTE centers should have more control than relying it on third party. They don't want third party. They should not take part so much because paper leak chances are more. Next, what they are recommending is 2 or basically in 1 year, you will get 2 attempts. In 1 year, you will get 2 attempts like in JEE, but there is no age limit, very important, no age limit, but they are saying that there should be a limit on the number of attempts, like 2 or 3 or 4. But this will not happen. This will not happen now. This may happen in 2026. Not now. This may happen in 2026. So this is very crucial for that. This will most likely happen in 2025. The third point, this also may happen. There are 50-50 chances right now. But what is even more important, what might happen right now, for sure, the fifth update, this is very, very important. See, in section number A, you have 35 MCQ questions, correct? Plus 4 minus 1, correct? In section B, you can solve 10 out of 15 questions, MCQ again, plus 4 minus 1. Is that right, my dear students? Correct? Okay. Age limit, like I said, was not there. No age limit. Yes, no age limit. But now in J, what they did, they removed section B options. They made it compulsory, which means now this will not happen. Rather, this will happen. 10 questions direct, 10 MCQs. So this is what may happen for sure in 2025, like it happened before COVID. They might remove this. They might remove this choice. This choice might go, which means you might not get an option to leave a chapter. You cannot do that. That's why I never made such stupid videos 6-7 months before the exam. Shame on educators who make such videos 7 to 8 months before. These are the important topics. Leave these topics. And I made a video, in fact, saying don't skip any chapter. Remember this? 3 months before only I made it. When the whole world was making, leave these chapters. I was telling you, please don't do that. Please study everything for God's sake. Don't take risk. And you don't want to take more risk because maybe next NEET 2025 might be your last attempt. Maybe 2026 you might not be allowed. So why take that chance? So that is the reason why I'm telling, please don't skip anything right now. You have time. November, December, January, February, March, April. So much time is there, guys. You have good 6 months. Please don't leave anything. There may be a possibility that this choice might go away. Is this clear? What about syllabus change? I will tell you the syllabus may not change at all. Meaning you will still get that 25% approximately reduced syllabus. 25% reduced syllabus, the new rationalized based on NCERT. So please stick to the new NCERT. Please stick to the new NCERT. Is this absolutely clear, my dear students? All these things are very, very important. So don't worry, syllabus wise, good, in our favor. MCQ wise, this might change. Okay, might change. This will not happen in 2025. This is good for us only. This is also good only, no paper leak. This, all right, only for 2024 students who are participating in counseling. So the way I am seeing, many things are good news. In fact, this will be also good because if you get multiple attempts, the only bad news which has come is this might change, and this might change, where limit on the number of attempts. So these are the two bad news. But apart from that, the rest 4-5 news are actually good. And believe me, you don't want so many students getting 700 marks. You want students to get normal marks everywhere so that when you study well, you get a good rank. It should not be like, sir, I studied so well, I got 650 marks, sir. Still I'm getting 30,000 rank. I feel very disgusted, sir. So I feel that you should feel good about, okay, I studied so much. I deserve this college. I should get this college. Don't you think so? Don't you think so? When you study so well and get 650 is not a small mark. 600 marks, sir. Sir, I studied so well. 600 marks I got, sir. Sir, I'm getting a government college. Sir, 580 marks I got. Maybe not that great government college. Some private good college I got. Some low fees college. Don't you feel so? So, my dear warriors, most of the news are good. Two bad news. Let's forget that, but concentrate on your NEET preparation. Now, if you want me to make a strategy video on how to prepare for NEET, please let me know in the comment section. Number one. Number two, let me also remind you that as you are watching this video, the entire set of lectures of our RNA batch is there in the treasure box. I'm not sure how many of you know this. Yes, it is there in our treasure box over here, the complete set of lectures, whatever we do, biology, physics, chemistry, links, everything there. And those of you who want to revise through small flashcards, small flashcards, it is there. You don't have to make any notes. This link is there. And right now, due to Diwali, it is on offer. You can see it's for hardly 1,300 something rupees, 320 rupees. These are your small revision cards. It is like the pocket size revision cards. You can see, you can order it. All the chapters, physics, chemistry and biology. And if you want my lectures and my entire team's lectures along with the top-notch faculty in English, DNA batch link is there. It's available at a very good discounted rate right now, 1,499 with test series, with handwritten notes, with digital copies of the material, along with the unlimited DPP generator and test creator. Yes, everything. Still some chapters are remaining. Watch our classes live. This is your Dr. NEET aspirant batch with DPPs and everything that you need with All India level test series. Join this batch right now in case you are not yet confident or you want to level up your preparation. Okay, so these were the critical updates. All the best. Don't worry, I will make a strategy video for all of you to crack NEET in 6 months. Have a great time and wish you all a very happy Diwali. I mean it because this has to be a good Diwali, because next Diwali it will be in AIIMS. Next Diwali it will be in your dream college. Let's make sure of that. Don't think negative, because Diwali is a festival of lights where you remove the darkness. If you are feeling negative or underconfident, remember this. You have to mean it when you say Happy Diwali. You have to make this festival come to its true meaning, a festival of lights which removes the darkness. So let's get out all our negativity and focus on our goal. Let's not lose that focus. Bye bye. Take care.